I think the big pickup here is that you can have more than one calling in your life.
Yeah.
You can have more than one calling in your life. And I think that as a society, we kind of, I think many different generations have just been told in society for the most part has been one way for the longest time. The trajectory is one way, you grow up, you get married, you have kids, you stay in one career until you retire, and then, the rest of it. We are in a generation now where you can do more than one thing in one lifetime. It does not have to be stagnant and it doesn't have to be just one thing. But I think there's a fear that comes up when you're starting to be called to come into a different direction. Tell me, did you have that fear when you were starting to feel called to do this?
Yeah, well, I think, if someone or something or society is telling you how it's got to be, that sounds like someone who wants to control you. Like that's not true. And I think when you awaken to that, all of a sudden you realize that that's always been an illusion. And when people are perpetuating this illusion, it's not coming from a bad place most of the time. It's coming from they want to stay safe, they want to keep you safe. They've been told that this is what works, and so they want you to have what works, or what they've decided that this is what works, right? And
Yeah.
so it takes a bit of deprogramming yourself to really turn around and look at it and go, is that actually true? Is that person actually happy? Did things turn out how they said they're going to turn out if you follow this script and this protocol? I really like Carl Jung's quote for this type of work, which is, life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you're just doing research. I really love that. And I think you don't have to be 40 to make a big shift. I see the newer generations doing it all the time. Like, I was doing this, I'm doing this, because they don't carry as heavy programming around it. They know that they can be all of it. That as long
Yeah.
as you're following the genuine force of life that's moving through you, there's no problem.
Yeah. When I say the society is kind of given us that message, I think when we look back to generations, that was just the survival way. That was just the way that everybody did it, especially with families or towns where, not a lot of people left that town. It was just the way that everybody did it. Now we're opening up more to a time where everybody can do things differently. Now we have the internet that allows you to express and explore different interests, which is where some of the younger generations have that privilege. For some people, maybe even they're in their 40s, we're just now starting to think, oh, I can do something a little different.